This picture was inspired by the hymn, The Lord of the Dance. It's another one of the songs that I've been listening to while I've been painting recently, so I thought I might as well do a painting in response to that. And I used some watercolours and then went over some of it with my pens. I don't see it as one particular image, it's just like an amalgamation of different things that sort of like blend into each other. But I did briefly look up a little bit about the idea of the dance in relation to the Bible. There's no specific reference to Jesus dancing as far as I know, although Psalm 149 does make a reference to dance. Let them praise his name in the dance. But it also says in the first passage, sing unto the Lord a new song. A new song. I have this whole idea that like songs and poems are actually dances in themselves anyway. You think about metric feet. So when you're putting words together in a certain order, iambs and trochees and all of that stuff, that it's a form of dance like on the page anyway. Jeremiah 31:13 makes reference to maidens and or a virgin joining in a dance and rejoicing. What this page actually looks like to me though is there's like this bullhorn type figure at the top. They've got one hand held out or upwards, a bit like you see in hieroglyphs, but I wouldn't know what that means. You can also see their foot. The face appearing between their body in blue. And then this to me looks a bit like an animal skin that's hanging down. It's kind of like a leopard face. The body of that animal skin, there's a D on the left and an E on the right. The D is blue, the E is sort of pinky. This here looks like the head of some sort of animal, but I guess that this female figure would be sat on the back of them. It looks like it's got like a really hairy face, a lot of long hair, like a mammoth or something like that, or a donkey. Neither of which you would expect to see this colour. There's just a close-up of the bit that I think looks a bit like an animal hide. And it's funny, I did talk about ox hide earlier this morning, even though I'd done this picture a couple of days ago. So there's a close-up on that, what I'm calling a female figure with like bull horns on the top of her head. It does look like she sat on something, whether that's the back of this donkey animal or something else that's sort of flying, I don't know. There's some other figures off to the left of her as well. I don't quite know what they mean, but it gives me the idea of some kind of motion going on. I like this image. I think it's fun. I always say it's not what I would have expected, but this isn't what I would have expected in relation to that song. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up just for the effort. And don't forget to subscribe for more waffling.